nice today.
Thanks, pal. I like your sweatshirt. I really do like your sweatshirt. What's on the chest there? What's it say?
This is actually a gunnery one. It says soccer. It's pretty generic. The worst was they did the armbands for the kids. It said like Sisk forward, like it said your name and position.
Position.
So we ordered them too, and it says Sisk coach. It just kind of looks. They should have put it the other way, or like Coach Sisk.
Coach Sisk
Would have looked nicer on the.
Yeah, but that gives it some personality. That's cool. I like it. It's cool looking sweatshirt. I like when we talk about each other's apparel on a radio on an audio. I think it makes for good content.
Somebody will scream out.
You're always asking me about my hat, and I'm complimenting your sweatshirt. Do you guys know do you guys have any idea what Jared's sweatshirt looks like based on?
No, you did a poor job on that.
Yeah, I like your gray sweatshirt with red detailing on it.
It's just it's a thinner. It's like a stringy.
Looks like a nice like all season type of thing.
And it doesn't have a hood. I don't always want a hood. The hood's messing with my neck when I drive. It messes with my neck. But I'm old. That's why we're doing this at 1 o'clock.
1 p.m.
Yep. Yes, 1 p.m.
on a Saturday.
Post family holiday episode. We never said that last week. That's
why we were doing it. Yeah.
Paul was on family holiday. Well, we didn't say it on the recording.
On the show, yeah. Maybe I cut it out.
Family holiday. Another one coming up around Christmas. Who will it be?
Oh, so I thought this was funny. Well, the first part's not funny. Please don't take this the wrong way. You were in the ER yesterday or the day before.
Nice. I thought this was funny.
So I told my mom and my dad and my sister, I'm like, Jared's in the ER. And so they were asking about you, and everybody was wishing you well. But
did your sister talking about being the replacement host? Or?
Did you notice that she like immediately sent the thing she said, my sister, I feel like I'm the little brother, but I feel like I'm the big brother with my little sister like trying to tag along with me and my buddy doing our thing. She's like, I want to play. But my sister has tried to crowbar herself into a Christmas episode in a few weeks. So maybe if you guys want to write in and tell us what you think of that'd be cool if we got an email yaying or naying my sister as a but did it feel like, now that you know the timeline of that stuff, does it feel like Lori was trying to crowbar her way into your job if you were to, God forbid, leave your earthly vessel?
If she had written something like, well, maybe I could just be the like backup host if one of you guys can't do it.
If any of you guys are ever sick or in the hospital.
That might have felt, a little.
Okay, so you didn't take it too personally. You didn't feel...
I figured she was just excited.
Yeah, but now you know that I did tell them that you were in the hospital.
I see. So she was being opportunistic. I didn't.
I don't know exactly what you mean.
I think she wanted, in her text, she wanted to do a story again.
Yeah, she said it sounded like she wanted to do something like what we did for Halloween, but shorter.
Yeah, there's got to be some good short Christmas ones. I was thinking, Michelle said maybe there'd be some good kids' books.
So you're just going to kowtow to her, my sister saying, I want to be on the show for Christmas. You just say yes. There's no...
Well, unless it's up to you. It's your turn. I don't invite in family member on. So you could not invite your sister. You can invite somebody else.
Do you cook much, Jared?
No.
You ever use like saffron? And you want spice. You want like little bits of flavor. You don't want to be overwhelmed by...
I see.
You don't want one sort of like garnish to overwhelm the rest of it. You know what I mean?
So you feel like your sister is overwhelming the...
I don't know. I wasn't saying that necessarily. I was just bringing up cooking. Like bay leaves. Pretty much if you make a soup or a roast or something like that, you use one bay leaf, You put a single bay leaf in there. Every once in a while. Just boom.
With all this food talk, it's a good thing I just ate lunch. Because it's Saturday afternoon in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
With Mr. Mark. Just us this week. I just had some soup and I had some sushi left over, actually.
I would have thought you'd be a sushi guy. What do you like? What's your sushi
I like the normal, like tuna or
raw, right?
Yeah.
The Publix by me has a cooked salmon to sushi. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
But it's not very traditional, you know.
I'd try it.
I don't think. Yeah, you'd like it.
I mean, I like trying it. It's just expensive. I actually got into it I never had it because it was too much, but Kowalski's wedding, he had a bunch of sushi stations. So I just crushed it. I had tried it on. I was like, this is good. And I just ate a lot of sushi.
Yeah.
At night.
Sushi's fun.
And it's somewhat healthy, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably salty, but.
Yeah. All that stuff's salty. Especially, I mean, they're going to put soy sauce on it.
Yeah.
But you can drop some money. I remember I was on a skiing vacation. I got sushi at like the base of the mountain, like where you would be. I was in Whistler, and where the mountain ends, there was a sushi bar or a sushi restaurant. Slopeside sushi was, I guess, what you would call it. And it was one of the probably most expensive restaurants I've eaten in my life. And I didn't mean to go in there and drop a bunch of money, but you just sort of end up like
big fireplace, lots of good looking people.
I mean, it's very conducive to. It's a perfect place to put an expensive sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
You felt good about yourself.
It was great. I had a good time.
You're like, hey, I'm one of these people.
I'll move to Canada. Hell yeah.
Festival update? Any festival news? You were talking about food carts.
Yes. My friend Tom owns an event concession company. I asked him if he'd bring some car. I mean, I don't know. I figured it's still just at my house, but I'd try to get some festival-y things going on. So, so he has food carts and drink carts, and I asked him if he'd do it, and he said yes, and then he said, and if I can't make it, I'll just give you the carts and you can do it yourself. I'm like, no, I don't want. I don't want to be the chef at my own festival.
You have to make up sauce. That would go.
So I'm hoping I can get him to, even if it's somebody that's not him, you know, if it's just one of his people or whatever. But
so you're saying I might be doing lemonade and sausage.
Either cooking. I don't know what you're more comfortable with, over the grill or squeezing lemons, but
probably lemonade.
All right, got some strong forearms.
Below average, but
well, you got a couple of months to do some.
I'll work out
old school Rocky type things.
I like it. There was a article about a guy who created a app, you know, so Spotify, right? Your music, it ranks your tastes, right, in some algorithm, so it knows what you listen to the most. So this guy's app creates posters of your like top artists as like a festival. So it was kind of cool.
That was a good story.
Well, I'm just saying maybe we'll make a poster. We're doing a festival, Mark. That's why I brought it up. So I was thinking maybe we would make a poster.
We're not going to have a bunch of bands, though. What do we have to fill the thing with lots of words?
Well, our names would be on there.
I guess you put the mag room.
Lori would be on. Lori's on there. She's on the show.
We're going to advertise that my sister is going to be at my party.
Let's make her name the biggest. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could put on it. We got a couple food truck things now.
On our festival poster, we're going to put the name of the hot dog.
Tony, what was his name? Tony?
This feels a little reachy, doesn't it?
Tony's Famous Lemonade.
Maybe we should have some self-respect and not do this.
That would be pretty. You wouldn't go to a festival just for Tony's Famous Lemonade?
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite part of his business, is he puts world famous on everything. World famous sausage.
Are you gonna charge people for lemonade?
No. Well, no. I was gonna have.
So that's a cool thing to put on the poster.
What, free lemonade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we jump into some Sisk stories? So this may be what I'm dealing with. Man wins 7-year legal battle to not have to be fun at work. France's highest court has ruled that a man fired by a consulting firm for failing to go out for drinks with his colleagues was wrongfully dismissed. The man referred to as Mr. T.
First name is Mr., middle name is that period, last name is T.
His lawyers argued the parties their team-building activities and weekend social events. His lawyers said they included excessive alcoholism and promiscuity. The fun culture involved humiliating and intrusive practices, including crude nicknames and sharing his bed with another employee during work functions.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to love somebody.
What?
They made him sleep with someone? I don't know.
Cheryl?
Cheryl has to sleep with Mr. T again.
It's capital T that rhymes with me.
The only thing the company's lawyers could argue that the employee sometimes had a brittle and demotivating tone. So I guess he wasn't very exciting towards subordinates and struggled with feedback and differing points of view. So seems like I don't
Frivolous?
think they can,
A frivolous lawsuit? Well,
Yeah, but-
I don't know. Maybe that's not a frivolous lawsuit.
Can they make you have that at work though? It didn't seem like.
I was that guy when I had 2 different jobs where I was told by my superiors that I didn't go to enough. I didn't hang out with the people enough after work. Both
Really?
at Leg Mason and DeWalt. Both times I got told that I didn't like. I wasn't.
Oh,
I was like, I don't like you. I don't fucking
promiscuous
like
parties
you.
with excessive alcohol?
Yeah, and they made me sleep with guys. I worked with mostly guys. I was like, this is not my thing, man. You got to do it, Mark. You're part of the team. You're part of the Leg Mason team now.
I mean, I could see if your job was like you were part of Girls Gone Wild
Stripper?
or something,
Yeah.
or like a party
got it.
company.
Yeah, you dance naked with a big bear head on. Yeah, that kind of
like,
thing.
yeah,
You keep not showing up to the function.
but your job is to be.
You're supposed to put the bear head on and whip your dick out. Just do it.
I didn't fully comprehend how they could fire him, but
It's a stupid
or
story.
how there's still a workplace that exists like that.
France, you said,
we
right?
have, yeah, we have. I mean, we have a workplace party here, and it is literally like,
I thought it was really hard to get fired from jobs in France. I thought I've heard that before.
yeah, only if you don't go to the parties and.
You come out to a happy hour?
That is a terrible accent.
That was pretty good, right? You knew, but all right, it wasn't good, but you knew what I was going for, right?
You wanted to take a break.
Yeah, I just wanted to refresh my drink real quick.
See me reading your emotions? What are you drinking, by the way?
One of my customers brought me something today called the Royal Rhino. It is a African Arabica coffee cream with vanilla. So it's kind of like a boutique Bailey's, you know?
Okay. It has alcohol in it or no?
Yeah.
I asked about your drink because this may change your answer to the second one. That first story was from Vice, by the way. I don't feel like I've been given enough credit. The second one was from Twitter. It was actually a poll from YouGov, which they asked the following question. Which of the following animals, if any, do you think you could beat in a fight if you were unarmed? So
Okay.
they asked this to Americans and British people,
Okay.
and people answered yes or no.
Okay.
Do it. So I'm going to ask you some.
Beat in a fight? I mean, I pretty much have to kill the animal, right? I guess.
Well, I guess.
I mean,
or
the
get
animal
it-
world is usually if you get into a fight. Well, I guess there's okay.
Does that mean
okay.
they have to kill
Sorry.
you?
Yeah,
There might
that's
be
what I
like,
was thinking.
there might be
Are you-
limping away. Or
Okay. Okay.
All right. First one is wolf.
Yes, I could beat a wolf.
Wow. So about 12% of Americans said yes, and 4% of Brits. You really think you could beat a wolf in a fight?
Yeah.
What would you do?
I don't know. I guess I'd try to get my, kind of get him get him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
You know, I'd probably get his mouth pointing away from me and choke him out like that.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
This is a wild
his
one
leg.
too, right? It's like a wild wolf.
I'm a wild.
Not like a dog in the neighborhood that somebody had, but it's mean or whatever.
I already do that. Beat up dogs all the time.
Well, so that's the next. How about large dog?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. 22% said yes of American. Do you want me to just give Americans? Just give them. All the Americans was way higher than the Brits.
Yeah.
The Brits,
Strong.
it was like 10% higher. How
So
about
we're
a
not-
king cobra?
No, I'm gonna say that because I think I'm gonna say the cobra would win.
All right.
I don't know. I guess what you try to do is get around, get the tail, and then whip it. You know, that snaps their neck. but you got to be fast, man. I don't know, maybe. I mean, people do it, so yeah, I could beat a snake. Yeah, I've changed my answer.
15% said yes. That was higher than wolf. How about an elephant?
Can I beat an elephant in a fight? No.
Yeah, still 8% people said yes, but I don't know how they're beating an elephant. 8% also said yes for a lion. These people are out of their mind.
A lion would kick my ass.
How about this one? A goose.
We used to have, well, not really fights with geese, but when I was in high school, there were always geese on our football field when we had early morning gym class. Geese are aggressive, man.
So you think you could beat a goose in a fight?
But yes, I could. Yes. Can I run away a little bit and like get my angles?
Oh yeah.
It's
not like you got to go at it. You can have some strategy. 60 or 50% said yes. No,
50% of people don't think they could beat up a goose.
60 said yes.
Said yes. So 40% of the world doesn't think they could beat a goose in a fight, or not the world. No. 40% of Americans.
This one you're gonna love. The next one.
That's terrible. Get some
How about house cat? Like you versus Lily in a fight.
Lily, yeah. I think I could take her. Yeah. But she's played a psychological game. She's good at that, you know?
Yeah. 70% said yes, that they could beat a house cat. I think I'm no on a lot of these. I'm not on your end. I think I could beat a house cat. I would just kick the thing. All right, one more hard one, and then, well, there's two more. How about an eagle?
That might be kind of tough. How do you fight a big bird?
I think it would just swoop.
Birds are pretty. Yeah, birds are scary. I don't think I'd want.
They swoop at you, and
I mean,
if you got it down,
yeah,
you're good. But that's low percentage. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
Once I get it on the ground, I'm sure I got it. But
yeah, if it's just swooping and pecking at you,
yeah, hit me with its talons.
Rips part of your skin out.
I'll fight. I'll do it for a minute, but I think I'm going to bow out of that fight because I think I'm going to die if he keeps tearing me open. You know, if he keeps his talons keep ripping me apart.
30% Americans said yes, they could beat an eagle. The lowest one was. Can you guess what the lowest one was?
The lowest the lowest percentage of people that think they can beat something.
This
Komodo dragon.
That was not on here, but that would be a good one. Grizzly bear.
Grizzly's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
No.
It's faster than you. It's stronger than you.
It's taller than me. It's furrier than me.
Even the they're like, hey, Nelson's the weakest grizzly bear we have. He's gonna.
Well, I bet I could beat up the weakest grizzly bear.
No.
Yep.
Like I'm just saying the one that delete. Not like
hey guys,
the nerdy grizzly bear. I think.
Roar, Mark.
You're like, oh, I could take Nelson, and then he just rips you once.
Swipe of that thing.
My son has these books called Who Would Win? And it does like T-Rex versus X. And the whole book is like laying out the stats like it's a wrestling match. And then at the end, they have 3 pages where they play out the fight. Like, oh, the Brontosaurus comes or whatever, doesn't see the T-Rex. And
does the weakest grizzly bear make it anywhere in the...
Nelson,
in the tournament.
So they had this. I always love these ones. They had this contest in Minnesota about naming the snow plows. So you could vote on online. You just enter in a name, whatever you want.
A snow plow meaning the thing that drives around and plows snow.
So you can name it if whatever you want. So. Like, I can give you an example of one that won. Scoop Dog was one of the ones that won.
Okay.
District 3 of Minnesota's snow fighting fleet will be known as Scoop Dog, I guess, this year.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you could think of any... They had the vote totals on here of, like, what were the most. I actually printed it out so I could read some of them. But I can read you the winners if you'd like, or you could... I didn't know if you had any ideas that just jumped in your head of what you would
things to name a snowplow.
Yeah, I mean, we would definitely go with the Simpsons one, probably, like, right, Mr.
No,
Plow?
Don't go with that. Don't go with the obvious one. Ploward Cosell.
That's a good one. I don't know if that's really like that modern, but maybe in Minnesota that would go over well.
How could you make Kirby Puckett into a snow? Kirby pick it up at it. Kent Herbeck, who's a
Kent Plowback.
Dave Winfield was from Minnesota, wasn't he?
Yeah. Big time. Dave Snowfield. Dave Snowplow.
Dave Snowplow doesn't.
You wouldn't know. It was him. You wouldn't know it was him at all. All right, maybe this will jog some more. I'll read the winners. The number one by far was Betty Whiteout.
It's pretty good.
Is Betty White from Minnesota?
I don't know.
It had 40,000 votes.
I think Ploward Cosell is better.
Control Salt Delete was second.
That's kind of good, I guess.
The Big Leplowski. Clowosaurus Rex was fourth.
Nope. Terrible.
Scoop Dog was fifth.
Meh.
Blizzard of Oz.
Too easy.
No More Mr. Ice Guy.
It's so long. I kind of like how uneven it is.
Edward Blizzard Hands. Those were the ones that won, and then they have the next one by I won't read all of them, but Sir Plows a Lot was just lost.
No, too easy.
Sled Zeppelin was on there.
I like that one.
C3P Snow. Minnesota. I don't know how that one didn't win.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Don't You Snow? I don't know. Oh, Mr. Plow got 7,000 votes. William Scrapes Spear. O for Snow. Flake Superior. I like that one. Snowzilla. Say It Ain't Snow. Coldy Gopher. I don't get that one.
Coldy Gopher. Like Gopher in Minnesota.
Yeah. So is it Goldie? Oh, it's Goldie Gopher.
Oh, Golden Gopher is cold. Yeah, okay.
I had to think too much.
What was it? Coldy Snowfer? Coldy Gopher.
Yeah, they should have went with both. Coldy Snowfer.
That would be like Dave Snowplow. If you lose both words.
Sweet Child O'Brien was on here. This is the end.
What's brine? B-R-I-N-E?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's stuff you use.
Yeah, maybe that's a salt thing.
And then there was another one right after. It's Sweet Carol Brine.
I like Sweet Child of Brine.
All About That Snow.
Nah.
All right. No, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. I think it's a way to bring people together.
Yeah.
Name something.
Naming things.
Next time, maybe we'll name our microphones or something people can write in.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Can't you guys acknowledge something? Write in and say something. Tell us we suck. Tell us something.
I think like a lot of people listen to the show on delay. So by the time they listen to it, they think they can't write in about it. But they could just write in episode this. Like,
you don't think people just don't want to write in?
That's also possible.
That's what I think it is.
They don't want to admit they're watching the show.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Brennan's birthday party has started, I think.
You got to get out of here?
No. I mean, I have a role in it at some point. It's not at the beginning.
Ooh, you playing Santa Claus?
No, but it's just really
What's your role?
I have to light the fire. They want a fire in the fireplace, so I have to light that.
Ooh, nice.
He's doing most of it himself. You got a board game that's like an escape room board game. They're going to go to a tree lighting with some donuts, and I'll play video games at some point, I'm sure, because that's his like number one. Yeah. I told him to put that near the end, though. Let's do some active stuff first. I think he begrudgingly agreed, but
he really didn't want to?
I think you would have done it the whole time.
Just played video games the whole time?
You'd be invited. There's 6 people here. You can only play 4 people.
Is that like an addiction, do you think? Could they classify it as that? Same thing as online stuff.
It's close.
I guess people get addicted to like YouTube or Facebook and stuff like that, right?
When I tell him to, like if I take it away from him, there's a reaction.
He starts shaking and can't sleep at night.
Normal.
Sweats. Got the cold
sweats. It's not
sweats.
that long. It's not like a full drug, I don't think. I think because I manage it some. I bet there's some kids, if you did it, they'd
freak out.
You'd have them in that thing. Would you play Well, could you fight someone you took your video games away from? And it'd be like 6
Could you fight a crazed 13-year-old?
who you took a video game system from?
Where are you guys from?
All right, should I wrap it up? Produced by Betty Whiteout. Theme song by Mega Yellox. Email Mooga and Sisko at gmail.com. We didn't say the email last week, so maybe that's why we didn't get any this week. Instagram and Twitter still exist. Magroom Pod. Thank you to everyone who engages us outside of the show. It's really nice to hear from you and hear things you like and stories you have.
What kind of animals do you think you could beat in a street fight?
After I challenged our listeners to write some interesting stories, then everyone stopped writing. So
come up with something to come right in, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't listen to it with their writing thing at their hand, so then they forget probably.
Yeah.
Well, after you write that email, put your phone down this week and engage some people. Don't get into animal fights with other people, or other animals, but engage. Help people out. And I mentioned the festival
some kind
already.
of weird positivity message today.
Yeah, well, that's always the phone down message.
I know.
It's not like, oh, put your phone down and go rob a liquor store.
Put your phone down. Yeah. I read this week that the average American commits 3 felonies during the course of a given day.
The average American?
I was like, that has
during
to be
one
wrong.
day?
3 felonies.
That's
and
not true.
I'm like that unless you're using.
That means there's 900 million felonies every day.
I couldn't figure out, and I either heard it. I should look it up one of these days. You don't have to do it now.
It'd be good if you had a source. That would be good.
Yeah, it was something. The source was.
Go ahead.
The source was either something I read or something I heard.
Okay.
No, I heard it from something that would be purported to be a news. It was either on NPR or I read it online somewhere. And I should have looked into it more, but it just made no sense to me. I thought I could see the average person you commit some sort of illegal act 3 times a day. You know, you speed or you go right on or whatever. But I don't know how it could be a felony, you know?
Speeding's not a felony.
No. I mean, most of the things I do, breaking the law wise, I don't think are felonies.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that are clearly felonies, but most of them aren't.
Not 3 a day.
No. One of those is maybe a felony, but not all 3, no.
I see. All right. Well, as always, try to limit your felonies and stick with the mag room, and everything else is cream cheese.
I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
I try to be interested in people